Muslims to inculcate in their children Islamic knowledge with Western education. FCT FRSC frowns at overloading as they embark on enforcement exercise. Plus, traditional ruler urges Nigerians to respect leaders at all levels. Thanks for joining us on the 7 p.m. news on Nta Channel 5 Abuja. I am Aisha Oba Ali. The need to inculcate Islamic knowledge in children to complement Western education has been re-emphasized. This was the thrust of today's Jumat sermon by the Assistant Chief Imam of Zone 3 Mosques, Ustaz Ahmad Tijani Muhammad Onoze Yakubu, has the report.
Allah has made it obligatory to all your children.
While restating the necessity of giving priority attention to career progression in life, the cleric advocates complementing it with Islamic knowledge to enhance the capacity and mental alertness of the child.
We call the attention of our people that they should not concentrate on educating children about the only career, but they have to inculcate in them the knowledge of Deen, knowledge of Islam, knowledge of manners, anything that will call their attention to know what they are doing. Not just to have a career of being lawyer or being accountant or being any career without having in mind that they are doing it for the sake of Allah.
The Assistant Chief Imam further encouraged worshippers to see life as an opportunity to rededicate their service to God and humanity. The congregation prayed for sustained peace in the country and for her leaders. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will depart Abuja for Guinea-Bissau on Saturday, July 8, to attend the 63rd Ordinary Session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, in Bissau, capital of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau. In a statement signed by Dele Alake, Special Advisor to the President's Special Duties, Communications and Strategy, the summit, which takes place on Sunday, July 9th, is expected to address memoranda on pressing sub-regional issues, including report of the 5th Ordinary Session of the Mediation and Security Council covering security challenges faced by the member countries, report of the 90th Ordinary Session of ECOWAS Council of Ministers on the financial situation of the body and the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area, as well as reports on the status of transition in the republics of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea. President Tinubu will be accompanied by some members of the Presidential Policy Advisory Council and other top government officials. He is expected back in the country at the end of the meeting. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the establishment of Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms with Taiwo Oyedele, Fiscal Policy Partner of Price Waterhouse-Coopers, as chairman. In a press statement from the Special Advisor to the President on Special Duties, Communications Strategy says the committee comprises experts from private and public sectors who would have responsibilities for the various aspects of tax law reform, fiscal policy design, coordination, harmonization of taxes, and revenue administration. Special Advisor to the President, Dele Alake, says President Tinubu recognizes the importance of a sound fiscal policy environment and effective taxation system for the functioning of the government and the economy. The establishment of the committee, he says, reflects President Tinubu's commitment to addressing challenges and bringing out transformative reform in fiscal policy and taxation. The committee's primary objective is to enhance the revenue collection efficiency, ensure transparent reporting, and promoting the effective utilization of tax and other revenues to boost the citizens' tax morale, foster a healthy tax culture, and drive voluntary compliance. Chairman of the committee, Taiwo Oyedele, is a highly accomplished professional with extensive expertise in fiscal policy, taxation, and economic matters. He currently serves as a PricewaterhouseCoopers Africa tax leader. Into politics, the APC concerned stakeholders in Nasarawa State have appealed to the President and the National Assembly to wade into the leadership issue at the State House of Assembly for the sustenance of democracy and peace. The group made the plea in a press briefing in Abuja. Ifeoma Ojinta completes this report.
The emergence of two speakers at the Nasarawa State House of Assembly since the inauguration of the present administration has hindered the smooth takeoff of activities of the state legislative arm. This development concerned APC stakeholders in Nasarawa State say is not healthy for democracy and good governance.
We appeal to the leadership of the National Assembly to intervene and take over the leadership of the State Assembly pending the resolution of the crisis.
They expressed concerns that the issue, which has lingered for weeks, if not checked, can cause disunity and affect the peace Nasarawa State is known for.
There's already a setback. Every state is moving forward. We want this to come to an end. We don't want Nasarawa State to continue to be on the bad news.
They, however, appealed for due process to be followed in the resolution of the matter. Ifeoma Ojinta, NTA News.
And to stories bordering on law enforcement, the FCT Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Chori Mota, says the command will no longer tolerate overloading of vehicles coming into the FCT as it constitutes traffic offense on the road. He stated this when he led an enforcement operation along the Nyanya-Kubo axis. Abdullahi Ajia has that report.
Overloading of passengers, especially by commercial drivers, has been a common concern on the road, which road managers say accounts for many crashes and loss of lives. This joint operation by the Central Business District and Nyanya Unit Commands of the FCT FRSA was launched to put a stop to what the traffic officers call road menace.
For those people who are hell-bent on ensuring that they overload their vehicles, we are also ready for them. So I want to appeal to all of us to ensure that let's join hands together so that we can rid our roads of this menace. You know, when a crash happens, the number of people will even be more because you have overloaded the vehicle. Instead of carrying 5, you are carrying 10. We have banned overloading within the FCT. We have banned carrying of 2 passengers in the front seat. And we have been talking, sensitizing public enlightenment on radio, on TV, on newspaper, face-to-face in their garages and the rest. Now, we are out for full enforcement. We are telling the motorists in their own interest, let them stop carrying 2 passengers at the front seat of small vehicles.
The FCT FRSC boss acknowledged that such operation comes with its attendant traffic congestion. As such, appealed to the motoring public for understanding. The enforcement, the Corps said, will be sustained until motorists adhere to traffic rules and regulations, particularly the issue of overloading. Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Similarly, officials of the Directorate Road Traffic Services in a joint operation with the FCTA Command and Control Tax Team on city sanitation have resumed clampdown on commercial motorcycle operators, otherwise known as Okada riders, at the various hotspots within the Guzape District, Area 1, Gudu and Apo in Abuja for allegedly flouting the ban on their activities. Hawa Gimba has the report.
About 315 commercial motorcycles, popularly known as Okada, have been seized in a raid by officials of the FCT Directorate of Road Traffic Services. The tax team raided Buzape, Area 1, Apo, Galadimawa through Lugbe Expressway. Director of Road Traffic Services Abdulatif Bello, who was on ground to monitor the crushing of the seized motorcycles, says it is to rid the city of Okada riders who have in recent time been warned not to ply the city center. Hence, the regular clampdown of motorcycles aims at ridding the city of environmental and security concerns.
This exercise again is rolled out to prove to the recalcitrant motorcycle operators that we are not resting on our hours, and as long as they remain recalcitrant, we will not be tired, to roll out all our enforcement tools to make sure we put them under check. And it's a reminder to those who are still investing in this line of business that they have to think twice, because we will continue to remove them and crush them as long as they remain in the federal capital city.
Acting Secretary, Transport Secretariat, FCTA, Rahab Didam, who was also at the site of the crushing of the motorcycles, emphasized the commitment of the Secretariat in ridding the city of the nuisance by Okada riders.
It's like building on waterways, and then the structure needs to be demolished. This is what we're doing for all of us here, including the operators, to have a safe place to live it.
The Directorate of Road Traffic Services reiterated that the task force will not relent to sustain the exercise. Hawagimba, NTA News.
And on security, operatives of the FCT Police Command attached to the Otako Division have arrested 4 suspects in connection with the stabbing of one Labaran Usman in the Jabi area, thereby causing him grievous harm. A statement signed by the command's public relations officer, Superintendent of Police Josephine Ade, identified the suspects as Mubarak Ibrahim, 24 years old, Muhammad Adamu, 18, Aliu Ibrahim, 19, and 48-year Ibrahim Soho Musa. The statement adds that the suspects are alleged cult members operating around Jabika Park, as 4 daggers used in the Desertly Act were recovered, with a locally fabricated rifle with rounds of ammunition, and 1 military camouflage trouser also recovered following investigation. The statement indicated that Commissioner of Police Gabriel Haruna directed the command's men to increase the tempo and aggressively flush out miscreants from the territory. Meanwhile, Serikin Jiwa Idris Musa has called on Nigerians to put the country first, respect leaders at all levels, and do away with religious and tribal sentiments that can disunite the nation. The traditional ruler re-emphasized this when the management of Nta Channel 5 Abuja paid him a custom visit in his chiefdom. Let's join Mariam George Jutebo for this story.
Given that Jiwa Emirate Council has always been at the forefront of promoting peaceful coexistence in the Federal Capital Territory, as well as being a friend of the media, the management of Nta Channel 5 Abuja, led by the General Manager, Paul Ati, put everything on hold to visit the royal father, to appreciate him for being a father to the station by always extending a hand of friendship and love. Serikin Jiwa Idris Musa says NTA has never failed in disseminating information about the emirate and giving voice to the voiceless.
Jiwa is a nation town, but in a corner. But there's no, in a week, Nta Channel 5 will showcase Jiwa activities 3 or twice because of the love between the palace and the station.
The traditional ruler further enjoins Nigerians to keep praying for the country, with optimism that Nigeria will be great again.
I'm praying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide our leaders, through to see that Nigeria become a greater country, more greater country again. We don't have any other countries than Nigeria. We need to respect our country. Look at our country. Nigeria is greater.
Took their leave amidst pleasantries. Mariam George, Jitubo, NTA News.
Up next is Sports Brief.
The Super Falcons of Nigeria to kick off their campaign for 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers against Sao Tome and Principe. This came through following the draw conducted at Mohammed V Stadium in Rabat, Morocco, Thursday. The first round of the qualifier will also see Senegal go against Mozambique, while South Sudan will set up against Egypt. Similarly, the High Commission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in Australia has charged the Super Falcons to go all out and make Nigeria proud at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. The commission, led by Anderson Madubike, during a welcome party organized with the players and officials of the Super Falcons, he promised continued support to the team and tasked them to go beyond the quarterfinals. Elsewhere, the Athletics Federation of Nigeria (AFN) says it will shut the doors to the 2023 World Championships billed for Budapest, Hungary, against any foreign-based athlete who fails to show up for the national trials at the Samuel Ogbamudia Stadium, Benin City. AFN says the country will use the preparation to select its flag bearers to the World Championship. With 12 foreign-based athletes now arrived in the country, the door will close next Thursday. With Sports Brief, Gideon Yohana, NTA News.
And cash prizes and other mouth-watering gifts have been awarded to students of University of Abuja by one of the leading brands in phone and other accessories. Serafina Okonomeko, who was at the Super Smooth concert organized by the ITEL Nigeria, reported that the latest addition to their brand is the sleek ITEL S23. The report.
It was a peak of excitement at the Science Theatre Hall of University of Abuja as ITEL Nigeria got over 1,000 students entertained through games such as drinking competition, phone pack arrangements, and creative artistic displays.
We are telling them that as much as we are telling you to come and buy our product, also you can have fun with us because we are a student-friendly brand. And that is why we put these concerts together, and it's happening right in the city of University of Abuja.
The marketing manager of ITEL says they are a student-friendly brand, hence the reason for the concert. Winners who through their creative ability scaled through after a rigorous selection by the cheering crowd said the Super Smooth concert is the first of its kind in the campus.
To catch some fun, I obviously know I was not the MC for the event, but my name is MC Wambele CFR, a student of University of Abuja Public Administration, Final Year, actually. And winning 100,000, my school fees first of all is settled. So that one, I don't need to stress anybody put. But I'm actually very happy, and I believe this should be a very huge platform for me. Yes, ITEL is a big brand, NTA is a big brand, and with this exposure, I think I'm heading somewhere.
I feel great, I'm excited.
Yeah, I had confidence in myself. Yes.
The latest brand, ITEL S23, sets new standards with unique features and large capacity of 16GB RAM and 128GB memory with an amazing 50-megapixel camera for clearer visuals. Serafina Okun-Omikwe, NTA News.
And that was the news in English. Translation is next. Good evening.
Yeah. je wo wona bi ku jagbada iwa na ba shi babada wo o me presizo ayuba wo gwa na ba je gai ana ba je asidai inge ba mananu salashi de he wa wo bi inge salaba gbatu kwa chedo na salanya ba muti bada den ba shin ba pege in sala gabe ustaz Tijani Muhammad bai da sanu wo bai je juma wi sala busi use sapa kwata akin zin ne wanda zai kubu wada in ga bagbatu fi ni ba ma abi shi ba shi abba mana ba shi ba fice ba ga ba da damuwa na bai ku shi ko yiwe na bai ba sa safi kiye inda ba na je abu si bi da amato so ko luko tuti shi sana gmanje chore mutua wada in ga wo aza tuti shi tabaye in ga amato da ba gudu ba ku aza ndu bage in mata go kwa kun Abdullahi jiya wa gudu wai da in ga bagbatu nu haye yake zina ye abu sabi da mato so ko atata shi ina ba nasara garin safti ga bala bagbatu ga baba fi za ha hu za wa kwaza agwan ba fi na bi wo kwaza ndu bage ko go mato kwa ku baba shi nyanya ko go so ko ba shi tete kwai anabaja ce da in ga sa jiwaye ga Idris Musa wala yi fiya dudu kiye in ga yi la kiye kwai yi abi ndu akin da hai ya viba fice ya shi ba mana ta yi tunu azata to ga za shi salada a ga washi inge ya sufin Maria George tubo wa godo we dai in ga sa jiwaye be da bada da yana sanu yi ayin te sapa kwa tunu azana gban be bo ga bi wodo kwe zana gban godo we da go ba su bodo owe ndugwe na ba Washington to ko ba be ekie ya ye gbodo asaza ingisu ntiki ya bi gibo ama gbaja na ba ku se be ja da wo kwe na she kwasi paga she kwani Yesu saiso
masu kallon mu barkanmu da yammaci ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. A hurwa da aka gudanar a masallacin Juba na Wuse Zone 3, wakilinmu Onoze Yakubu ya rubuto mana cewa naibin limamin masallacin Ustaz Ahmed Muhammad ya jawo hankulan masallata game da mahimmancin ilimin yara na Islamiyya da kuma na zamani, wanda ya ce ya kamata a dinga daukar duka biyu. An kuma yi wa ƙasa addu'ar zaman lafiya da kuma ci gaban ƙasar. Sashen babban birnin tarayya ta bayyana cewa ba za ta sawa masu ababen hawa da ke ɗaukar kaya fiye da kima ido kuma ba suna aikata laifin da ke keta dokar hanya. Wakilinmu Abdullahi Ajiya ya ruwaito mana cewa shugaban hukumar Torin Mutu'a shi ya bayyana haka a lokacin da yake jagorantar tawagar ma'aikatarsa tsakanin yaya zuwa mararraban kubo. Ya kara da cewa masu motoci da suke daukar fasinjoji fiye da karfin mota da kuma masu bin dokokin hanya za su dauki mataki a kansu. Mai martaba sarkin Juwa Idris Musa ya yi kira ga 'yan Najeriya da su sa ci gaban ƙasa a gaba da kuma yin biyayya ga shugabanni a kowane mataki. Ya kara da cewa ya kamata a haɗa kai ba tare da nuna bambanci addini ko kuma ƙabilanci ba. Wakiliyarmu Maryam George Tubo ta rawaito mana cewa basarakin ya yi wannan kira ne a lokacin da hukumar gidan talabijin na Channel 5 Abuja ta kai masa ziyara a fadarsa, wanda shugaban gidan talabijin Paul Atte ya jagoranta. Tawagar sarkin ya nuna farin cikinsa da ziyarar da kuma ci gaba da ba su haɗin kai. Jama'a, ƙarshen fasarar takaitattun labaran kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
oge akụkọ wee ruola nwoke afọ Chisom nọ ya na nke abalị a ụmụaka inweta ihe ọma nke Islam dị oke mkpa iji nyere ọmụma akwụkwọ ha nakwa ihe ọmụma ha n'ụzọ dị iche iche aka. Nke a bụ ihe gbapụtara ihe akụzi n'ekpere Jumat nke taa, bụ nke osote chief imam nke Wuse Zone 3 Mosque Ustaz Ahmed Tijani Muhammad nọrọ n'isi ya taa. Onozi Yakubu onye ọrụ anyị gbatara anyị akọ na ha jikwa ohere akpa ekpere maka udo na akwụganihu nke ala anyị bụ Naijiria. Onye isi ụlọ ọrụ nchekwa okporo ụzọ n'obodo abụọ FCT Chori Mutai ekwuola na ụlọ ọrụ ya agaghị anabata ụgbọala ibu ihe karịrị ya bụ ndị na-abata n'obodo a dịka ha na-eme ka a na-enwe oke kpachikpachi n'okporo ụzọ. Ha bịaghachi a n'akụkụ akwụ na onye isi ụlọ ọrụ a mere ka amata nke a n'oge o doro ndị ọrụ ntinye n'iwu banye n'ọrụ n'ogologo okporo ụzọ nyanya nakwa Kobo, ebe ọ kọwara ha ga-aga n'ihu na amanyere iwu a ruo mgbe ndị ọkwọ ụgbọala rubere isi n'iwu okporo ụzọ. Sariki nke Jụwa Idris Musa akpọkuola ndị ala anyị ka ha tinye ihe gbasara ala anyị n'ihu ma kwanyere ndị ndu ugwu n'ogo ya dị iche iche ma kwụsị ịkpa oke nke agbụrụ nakwa okpukpere bụ nke na-akpata nkewa n'ala anyị. Onye eze ọdịnala a kwupụtara nke a n'oge ndị isi nakwa ndị ọrụ nke ụlọọrụ Nta Channel 5 mere njem nleta n'obi eze ya. Onye ọrụ anyị Mariam George tụbọ batara anyị akọ na onye isi ụlọọrụ Nta Channel 5 Paul Ate nakwa ndị ọrụ ya mere njem a iji kelee onye eze a maka nkwado ya nye ụlọ ọrụ a. Ka anyị bọrụchi ndewo.
ìròyìn ló ń dẹ́sẹ̀ tó pinnu láti lè ṣe àmúhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì Karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yìí. Ìdí rẹ̀ tó fi yẹ kí ìmọ̀ Islam wà nínú ẹ̀kọ́ fún àwọn ọmọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni wọ́n ti fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ báyìí o. Èyí gan-an ni kókó ọ̀rọ̀ nínú wáàsí rẹ̀ ìyẹn igbákejì ìmáàmù mọ́ṣáláṣí Jímọ̀ tó wà ní ẹkùn kẹta Wuse nílùú Àbújá, Ustaz Ahmed Tijani Muhammed, tó sì kẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ járí gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ọ̀nàzè Yakub aṣojúkọ̀rin wa ṣe jábọ̀. Ní báyìí o, ọ̀gá àgbà àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ ojú pópó ẹ̀ka tìlú Àbújá Kórì Mùtà ti fìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé àwọn kì yóò fi ààyè gba àwọn onímọ́tò láti máa ṣe àkólé èrò sínú ọkọ̀ wọn wọ̀lú Àbújá bó ti wù kórí. Abdullahi Ají aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wá jábọ̀ wípé nígbà tí ọ̀gá àgbà náà ṣáájú àwọn ikọ̀ rẹ̀ láti rí dájú wípé ìkó èrò lé sínú ọkọ̀ di àfisẹ́yìn tẹ́gùn fiṣọ ní pópónà Yàyà sí Kúgbó ló kéde ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Sẹ́ríkì Njíwà Ọba Idris Musa ti ké pe àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà wípé kí wọ́n bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn aṣáájú orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti láti máa fi orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ṣáájú nínú gbogbo iṣẹ́ àti ìṣe wọn láìsí àní-àní, kí wọ́n sì rí dájú wípé kò sí ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà nínú èyí tí ó lè mú kí ọ̀tá wà nílùú. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Mariam Jitubo ṣàlàyé wípé nígbà tí àwọn ikọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì Karùn-ún ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí ọ̀dọ̀ Sẹ́ríkì náà ló fìdí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lélẹ̀. Tóòrò yẹn òun kò ní ju báyìí lọ, ìmúlẹ̀ kan ń gbà àgbọ̀n sàrẹ̀ lónìí hóhùhóhù. Èmi rẹ̀ lẹ́jọ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà yóò ẹjẹ́ àṣẹ kó dára ọkọ̀ọ̀kan láìjí o ká sùn láyọ̀.